Welcome back to Tides of Treasure, where Alex and I are building an adventure map in 100% survival. If you haven't watched the last episode that aired, where we built this fantastic copper factory that's behind me, you might not know, but Alex is not here today. So behind me, you can see that there is a little statue of Alex so that we can continue to record together and get things done. So Alex, anything to add? Well, that's awkward. Anyways, I'm going to be doing some stuff around the cove today. I also have a pretty big build planned, like I mentioned at the end of last week's episode. I want to build another ship, so that's going to be our major planned build today. But to do that, we need some resources. So I have been working my butt off, and if we come up here, you can see I've been dealing with all of these sheep, and this has been horrible. But I want to build sails, and for sails you need wool, so I have been breeding sheep and shearing them, and they've been really annoying. The bunch of them got out, which is why this little pen's empty, and then I just killed them because they were really annoying me. But we're almost there. I think I have like 24, 25 stacks of black wool, 21 stacks of black wool at this point, and I think I need like 30. So manually shearing 30 stacks of wool, not fun, let me tell you. I've been AFKing, letting all their wool grow back right there. So anyways, before we get to that, there's some other things that we need to do. Lots of materials need to be gathered. I haven't done basically anything other than the wool. I will say that I have done one thing, and that was I've been in the nether for like 4 hours collecting wither skeleton skulls. I want to test something out, which I actually need Alex here for, which is why I wanted to have another wither. And then I need one wither skeleton skull for a banner pattern. If you don't know, it makes like the skull and crossbones banner pattern. So something that I want to include, hopefully in the ship that I build, because it's going to be more like a pirate ship versus anything else that I've built so far. So I guess we might as well continue working on the wool. Maybe Alex can help out with something else a little bit later, but for now we're just going to leave him there. What would Alex do in this situation? Probably something weird like, "Baba, black sheep, have you any wool?" "Yes, sir, yes, sir. Almost a chest full." Oh, is that it? We're done! Alex, we're done. Now you know what that means. It's slaughtering time. Any faces? 2 faces! Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all of them have 4 now. Now we don't have too many sheep chilling over here, so let's go ahead and put the rest of this stuff away. Shears. Grab these 3 stacks of black wool, and I'll come back with a shulker. Now that we have a black sheep head, we can remove this little wolf guy. And let's put down one of these black sheep. Now we have a little black and white sheep. Beautiful. The next big thing I need to do is I need to get rid of all of these. Shulkers need to be cleared out. A couple of them have been, but I'm just going to take them all and start clearing them out. The beacon, I want to keep that. I'll take all the rest of this. I'm not going to do this on camera because that would be horrid, and I wouldn't do that to you. So I'll be back in a little bit. And just like that, the mess is cleaned up, and all of these shulker boxes are now empty and ready to be filled up with the materials needed to make a ship. So let's grab the first one and actually go up there and get all of the wool that we... Oh, I have my light overlay turned on. There was mob spawning, so I had to figure out why. Get all this wool. Wool shulker, black wool. Complete. That's one of like 100 different materials I need. Oh, and Alex is just over here hanging out, not doing anything as per usual. Anyways, I am going to start figuring out what other materials are needed, and then we will go from there. I know the big one is going to be wood, so Alex has been doing a lot of the stripping normally, so hopefully I can get him to strip some logs for me while I work on the rest of the materials. While gathering materials, I realized that I am running dangerously low on dark oak, so I need to go gather some, and somewhere in this direction there is a dark oak island that Alex has removed all the leaves from, so we're going to start there. We're probably going to get a full shulker of dark oak so that we don't run out while we're gathering the rest of the materials. So this is going to take a little while. Figure I might as well get going on it, and we'll bring you back soon. Well, we're officially done with gathering more dark oak. You can see I got a full shulker of dark oak logs and a full shulker of leaves for more trees eventually. But yeah, now we need to continue crafting what we need. So we need 13 stacks of dark oak stripped logs. You might have saw it in the little quick time lapse, but I did strip some of it while I was cutting it down. So we got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I need to go strip 4 sets of logs. Or of dark oak logs, and I would do it up here in the tree area, but there's still a bunch of copper up here. I'm gonna have to clean this up. It's gonna drive me nuts. So I'm gonna strip this, clean up this copper, and then I'll come back. Well, I'm still working on gathering materials, but I just found a notch apple, and it gave me a achievement that I thought was cool called Overpowered. I found it in this little cart right here. It was sitting right here in between these 2 rails. So I'm down here trying to get some string so I can make some candles. There used to be some spider spawners down here, but I can't find them. And I only need a stack of string, so I'm almost done. But it was kind of a nice little surprise to find a notch apple. Well, we've done it. We've gathered all of the materials necessary for the new ship that's going to be built. I'm all prepped. I'm set up. I set my spawn. Alex is here overseeing, not helping as usual. And I think we're just going to get right into the build because I'm really excited for this one. I designed it myself. And it's going to be pretty big, and it's going to be right out here in the ocean because it's a big ship. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get into building. What a beautiful sight having two massive ships in the harbor. And this one that I just built is a Galleon level ship, so it's a lot bigger than the previous ship that we built. And yeah, it also has some cannons, right? It's a real pirate ship. So let's go take a little quick flight around, and then I'd like to show off some of the designs that I made while designing it. That seems weird. Then I'd like to show off some of the things I specifically did while making this ship. So first off, you can see the skull and crossbones, beautiful, up on the big middle sail in the front. Also matches our little skull and crossbones banners, right? So you can see I got a little purple and gray in there, two of my favorite colors. This design, there is a video for it that I watched that I found, and I will link that in the video if I remember right now up here. Oh, can't do that. But either way, I will have that linked here. And if it's not up in the corner, if I forget, then it is in the description. But this would be like the sleeping quarters for the crew up here in the front of the ship. And then if we kind of move back, you can see my little cannon design, which is a dispenser, a grindstone, and then a candle, right? So it looks kind of cool, in my opinion. I like it. Let's see, not much happening up on this upper deck. Let's save the captain's quarters for after. We'll go down to the gun deck. So this is obviously where all of the cannons are that you can see. And then you can see that the crew can climb up in here, shoot their little cannons off, all of that. Up front here, we have some storage for some cannonballs, maybe a little log to track like what materials come in and come out. Back here at the back, we have like the tool rack, right? If somebody boards the ship, obviously we want the crewmates to have their own weapons. So you can see I have some netherite tools, or some netherite weapons, and some diamond weapons. Down here in the bottom, this would be the main storage as well as the brig. So here's the brig. We can fit two captives in here at a time. They're not very big, right? They don't need a lot of room. This is where the guard would sit if there is somebody in the brig. But otherwise, you can see that we have some storage. We got some extra masts down here. We got some extra sails up in the front of the storage. Some extra banners. So definitely everything that you would need to make any sort of repairs or anything like that quickly on the ship. And this leads to the anchor, which I'm sure you can see out there, right? So that's where you would pull up the, let me get up there. This right here is where the crew would do the little spinning in the circle to pull up the anchor or to drop it down. And now let's go to the best room of all, which is my captain's quarters. So if we go in here, you can see it's a little bit fancy, right? We got our desk, we got some paintings, some storage. We got a map of the cove, which this is the very first map that I've taken of the cove. And you can see how big this ship is compared to everything else that we've done so far. It is probably the single largest build out of every single one. But the cove is looking kind of cool. You can see it there. Little captain's bed, little a little like outside walkway area for the captain to come out here on, which I'm the captain, right? So this is where I would sit. This is my pirate ship. I made it. It's a galleon, and it's beautiful. So speaking of being the captain, we should probably go change our clothes, right? I mean, this is more like a first mate attire, and I think it's time to probably dress up like a captain. So let's go do that. Let's go visit Taylor the Tailor and see what kind of outfits he has for us. All right, I'm going to go change, and I'll catch you guys back here in a second with my brand new outfit. Now presenting Captain Boss. Look at this skin. I've had this for so long, and I've been so excited to show it off. This skin was created by Meanie Zombini on Twitter. I will also link her Twitter down in the bottom. She's made every single one of my skins and also Alex's skins that we've used in this series, but she's quite a genius at it. And now let's go ahead and fly back over to the ship and look at what sitting in the captain's chair with this skin actually looks like. Oh, so much better. Captain Boss. I love the purple undertone. It's a beautiful skin, and it's much better than the previous one. So we're gonna keep this skin for a little while. I don't know if I'm gonna change again for Tides of Treasure, because now that I have a full-on ship, I'm a real captain. And maybe, just maybe, we'll give Alex that ship so that he can be a captain too. But he's still not back for a few weeks, so we still got this whole cove to ourselves. And there's one other thing I wanted to do today. It's not very big, but Alex asked me to create a dispenser like we have for our rockets, but for golden carrots. So I spent some time trying to design a similar option, and I was going to put it right here. I figured right here was a good spot. It's pretty open. But then I didn't realize that I need space for redstone, and there's zero space for redstone here. So I can't put it there. So I decided that I'm going to put it right here. Right? So nothing else is going to go here. I figure it's kind of an easy place to get to. We can just walk up, click a button, grab a stack of golden carrots, and move on. So with that, you might notice that the villager railway has been cleaned up. I did zombify all of these villagers, and I have been slowly trading with them. It does take a while, but I want to get these 3 shulkers full of golden carrots. And each of them now, I can sell pumpkins and melons for an emerald each, and buy golden carrots 3 for an emerald. This guy's been irritating me because he was higher prices than everyone else, but it looks like he's finally even. So let's go ahead and do a quick trade. So I think I had 60 carrots on me, so I mean pretty good. All for each of those, plus we get an extra stack and 20 emeralds per trading session. And that was just for one. That wasn't even a whole day. Double that for a day. But either way, I'm not going to do a time lapse for this one. It's going to be really hard and awkward to try to do a time lapse because, yeah, I mean, I don't got much space. I got to dig out a little bit here. But I'm just going to go ahead and do this, and then I'll bring you back once it's been completed. Well, it's done, and I have yet to test it, but I did put a few golden carrots in each of the dispensers or droppers, and I wanted to see if it works. I just realized when I wear a helmet, my pirate hat looks like really bushy eyebrows. Got big old bushy black eyebrows, but it's really just a pirate hat underneath a helmet. Either way, let's test this little bad boy out. Oh no, I'm out of food. Look at that. A perfect stack of golden carrots. Want some, Alex? Yummy. Anyways, guys, that was so stupid. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. We built a massive, massive galleon. I'm super proud of it. It took me about 2 days in total from design to conception, gathering all the materials and building it in the world. So I'm pretty excited with how it turned out. Let's move on to the question, and we'll end the episode. What a great question. It definitely felt different, right? This has been a duo series from the start. We've recorded everything together up until this point. This is the first episode that we've recorded separately, and really it was just me recording because he's off doing real life stuff. But I miss it. I already miss it, and I'm excited for him to come back in a few weeks. We're probably going to get one more episode out while he's gone, just to keep Tides of Treasure going. But, you know, he's kind of been here the whole time, right? He's been on a little armor stand, just hanging about wherever I was out doing things. And I don't want to call too much attention to it, but if you watch the video closely, you'll see him in a lot of the segments. So I'm just going to leave it there, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know. We'll have Alex back soon enough for more of his shenanigans. Thanks for watching.